Hey everybody, welcome back to Untethered. So we're really excited because we're here at the KOA in Elkhart, Indiana this week. This is all to gear up for the Grand Design Rally next week, which we are stoked about. But with that said, someone's been nagging me for a short list of things that I'm supposed to get done around the RV. There's a lot of negative stuff out in the RV community around maintenance. A lot of people look at it as a headache. I'm just here to tell you, it ain't that bad. 99% of it's very, very easy, and most of it is a smaller version of something you'd be dealing with in the sticks and bricks. At least it was for us. The first thing we're gonna do is
the screen.
Yeah, there's actually been
that we've put off since May.
Bad girl.
We've been in this camper for a year, and we've never had to worry about them tearing up the screen. All it takes is one little quail.
We actually had a lot of people jump into the comments and recommend the Lippert Screen Defender. And I looked that up and I really like that. It's a really clean design. I was a little bit confused online about exactly what size I needed. So I actually found this online. I bought this on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. It's about 10-15 bucks cheaper than the Lippert, I think. But what I like about it is it's adjustable. So it should be pretty easy to put on. We're gonna go ahead and knock this one out, then we'll get on to the other stuff.
Like every project we ever
Every
tackle.
project's easy. It never gets complicated. So the first thing we're gonna do to fix this is take the old one out. Pretty easy, just like at home. All right, so what we did here is we just set this up here. Got it lined up with the screen door frame, put a couple of pieces of tape on it. Now we're gonna tighten up our adjustment points, and then we'll be ready for an install. Okay, so now we got the screen adjustment secured. I'm just gonna go ahead, I already marked my pilot holes. I'm gonna drill 4 small pilot holes to hold the screen on, and then we can put it on. Okay, so now that we got our pilot holes drilled and we have our adjustment screws set to the right width, I'm gonna go ahead and install this now. I'm gonna put the side of the screen with the nuts facing towards the door just to give it a little bit of a cleaner look when we're sitting in the chair and staring at it all the time. Good as new. All right, so now that we're all finished up with that, we can check that off the list. So it's time to sit back and relax, right?
Absolutely. I'm gonna watch you do something.
Absolutely not. We're actually sitting in these recliners because our next project has a little bit to do with these heated seats, which we love very, very much. I actually have a defective heated seat on my side of the recliner, go figure.
I'm not switching.
And she won't let me sit on her side. So now I gotta fix this.
I was pretty surprised at how few screws are actually holding this recliner down. It seems like there's a lot of questions about that.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure and show you. You're not allowed to look at the dirt. I have it vacuumed back there.
In a while.
We'll show you just how few screws it takes to get these out.
Assuming we got the right part, we should be in good shape. I do want to give a shout out to the folks at Lippert Customer Service because they are awesome. It's not the first time I've had to reach out to them, but in this situation, we were under warranty, reached out, email, VIN number, they asked a couple of questions. They actually had a few different heating pad models. They were fast, they were responsive, they shipped it to me for free. This is just another one of those 5-minute projects that I've put off for several weeks. So let's jump into this and get this taken care of.
That's it. 2 screws. One under here, one under here, and then they all fit into each other with these little metal grooves. So that's the trick. So let's do that now.
Found that remote for that electric heater I've been looking for.
You knew where it was, you just didn't get under there and get it.
All right, so now that we got our chair out and turned around backwards, locate the 2 plugs for the seat heaters. We'll unplug those right now. Okay, now just to make things a little bit easier, we're gonna go ahead and remove this seat back. There are 2 clips on each side that you just kind of pull out and slide this whole thing out. So we're just gonna take this off to make it a little easier to work on. So the seat heater itself is actually in between the foam and this white cotton material, whatever you call it right here. And you just kind of reach in there and pull it out. Once you get it about 3/4 of the way out, you'll be able to feel the wire in there and figure out what the corresponding wire is on the bottom that you also have to unplug and pull through. Now that we've located the seat heater plug, we're just going to unplug that real quick, pull the whole thing through. So here's our seat heater pad. Kind of like
little bitty old thing kept my buns toasty.
So the worst part of this is fishing the wire through the bottom of the seat, out the bottom of the chair to plug it in. I actually couldn't get to the stock location. It's just a little bit too far in. I couldn't quite make the angle with my hand. So I just cut a little slit a little farther back to make it easier. It won't make a difference, but it's what I had to do. Put it right in there like it was from the factory. Kind of want to get it to center. Zip this back up. Then most importantly, before I put all this back together, we got to plug it in. Since I'm in here anyway, I've been putting this off for a while. I actually had a piece of trim come loose down here. No idea why, but it's always good to have a staple gun around. I'll just put a little staple on the bottom of it and that'll be the end of it.
The chairs themselves were easy in and out. They
Yeah.
just have the metal grooves, they have the 2 screws. Those slats kind of overlap each other like this. And so if you do it in the wrong order, which we did the first time,
Yeah.
it took us twice as long because we had to redo it.
And you'll know if you did it wrong because the center console will be really wobbly if you don't have it hooked in just right. Toasty.
Yay, good job.
So this is another one of those projects that just ain't a big deal. It just isn't a big deal at all.
Then why have we put it off so long?
Because I wanted to take one night and get all my honeydew stuff done. These are things that you would do around your house. Maybe you didn't have a heated seat go out on your recliner at home, but you probably had something else fail. A window shade that wouldn't go up, or a recliner that broke and wouldn't go down anymore. But I will give one more shout out to Lippert because they've done such a good job for me. I've had to reach out to them on a couple occasions. Things that I broke that weren't warranty, things like this that were warranty. Sometimes it's just hard to find the part. These guys will absolutely help you. Even if you're not under warranty, they'll at least point you in the right direction, send you a link so you can order the right thing. Can't say enough about their customer service.
You did have one that you had looked high and low, couldn't for the life of you find the right thing, and you reached out and within very short amount of time, right?
Yeah, that was the pull handle for the jacks up front.
Okay.
That I broke with a hammer because they got stuck.
So it's something we paid for. They didn't have to help us necessarily, but they saved him a lot of grief.
Before you panic, if it's a Lippert part, give Lippert a call. Lippert owns half the component manufacturers that go into these RVs, so there's probably a pretty good chance you got a Lippert part that you need some help with. So now that we got done with that, we're going to move on to the next thing.
This is one that I have been after him to do for a while, and he kept telling me, I'll do it when I do the others.
Remember, whatever you say, honey.
Honey.
One thing about these Max Air fans, and we really, really love them, is the screens do get kind of dingy. I've actually seen quite a few people on the Facebook forums asking, how do I clean these? Do I have to go up to the roof to do it? No, this is nice and easy. It's such a quick thing. I just wanted to show you guys so that if you have a dirty Max Air screen too, and if you've never cleaned it, you probably do. We do.
So you were waiting for them?
Yeah, I was just waiting to do it as a helpful thing instead of just doing it selfishly for myself. Okay. Depending on how tall you are and how tall your rig is, you may need to get a step stool or something like that. But you just reach up, twist the tabs to the side, and the whole thing just kind of comes down like that.
Oh, wow. I could have done that. That's easy.
There you go. You could have done that. She could have done that.
Oh, the sass.
So now it's pretty simple. You just take it to the sink, rinse it out real quick, let it dry, put it right back up the way you took it out.
Should we wipe those blades, you think? Probably wouldn't hurt.
Okay, so this one here would literally happen whether you have a house or an RV or a cabin in the woods, it doesn't matter. Our kitchen table has this really nice drawer underneath it that's just perfect for my laptop, and I think at some point in travel that drawers came open, and it's put some scratches here. I just went and got a Mimwax wood pin from Lowe's, and our color blends very well with dark walnut, so it's pretty easy. You just kind of shake the thing up, make a mark, wipe off the excess, and you don't even know it was there. So I'm gonna go ahead and eradicate a couple of these real quick. And for the record, I know this isn't real wood all the way through. It's pressed whatever with the sticker on it. It still looks 100 times better, and I don't even notice all the other places that I've fixed that we bumped into. So it's a good tactic versus replacing parts. And that should wrap us up for the inside stuff. So we got everything wrapped up on the inside. We got our new screen protector put on. Last but not least, I don't want to roll into the rally being the dirtiest camper in the campground. So I'm gonna go around and do a little bit of cleaning. I was hoping to have enough time to do the whole thing, but I think I'm just gonna have to do some spot stuff. And that means get rid of the streaks. And there are a lot of streaks. It's been several weeks since I washed this camper. So something I like to use on the entire camper, as well as the truck, on our wheels, on our glass, on our boat, on our bikes, everything, is this wash and Waxall. I buy this off of Amazon. It's like 30 bucks and you get a gallon plus one of these, plus a bunch of cleaning rags, and usually some other little prize. I probably buy 2 or 3 gallons a year. Sometimes where my slide out seals make streaks, those are a little harder to get off, and in that case I like to use this Camco black streak remover. It does a great job. I think it's like 12 or 15 bucks at Walmart. I buy probably 2 bottles of this a year. So we're gonna finish up getting the outside of the camper cleaned up a little bit and get these black streaks off the side, and then there's just one more thing to do before we're all done here. Okay, so the last thing we wanted to do for the maintenance video here was to install these RV sunshades. We were really excited to get these up for the rally, so I have to apologize. This video is a little bit out of order. That's on us based on how we set the shipping up and how busy we got at the Grand Design Rally. So we actually are filming this in another location, hence the different background, the different shirts. It happens sometimes, we apologize. But I do really love these shades from Kingbird. I think it took all of 5 minutes to put on. If you've got a ladder and a hammer to drive the stakes in the ground, they take care of the rest for you. You get just enough mesh to let a nice breeze blow through. I could see me working out here. I often want to work outside, but I can't deal with the sun glare. And now we get to reap the rewards of all the maintenance and all the hard work and this super nice upgrade right here. These are really nice and really well made for a really low price from Kingbird. So we'll put a link down in the description if you guys want to check that out. Thank you guys for tagging along, and we'll catch you on the next one.